Hi everyone, my name is Rebecca and we are here at the wonderful Mile Zero Dance Studio. Today we are going to learn some Métis dancing, specifically a dance called the Red River Jig. So with this dance, we use our feet a lot and our legs, and we've got to get warmed up. So before we do that, why don't you change into something comfortable, something you can move in, grab your water, and meet me back here. Okay, everyone, now that we're all back, let's get warmed up. We're going to really try and stretch our legs and our feet just so we're ready to do our dance moves. So we're going to hit the music, and why don't you follow along with the moves I'm going to show you. We're just circling our arms. Circle, circle, one more. Good, now we're gonna do shoulders up and down, and up and down, up and down. Now we're gonna really bend our knees, bend our knees, bend our knees. Good, now we're just going to twist, and twist, and twist, and twist. Bigger, twist, and twist. Bend those knees, twist, and twist. Good, feet together. We're gonna rise up on our toes. Lower rise, lower rise, lower rise, lower rise. Good, why don't we go back into a lunge? Good, knee down and up, knee down and up, knee down and up, knee down. Other side, lunge. Good, hold it. Now we're gonna lower our knee down and up, knee down and up, knee down and up, knee down and up. Good, we're just gonna march on the spot. March, march, march. Get those legs moving. March, march, march. Good, go wide and wide and wide. Bending those knees, keep going. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Back to marching. Keep going. Good. We're going to do out and in, out and in, out and in. Can we go a bit faster? Out, in, out, in, out, in. Keep going. Good. Now we're going to go all the way to the ground. Hands by your feet. From here, we're going to stretch forward, knees down. Stretch your hands forward. Good. Back up on your toes, little frog. We're going to bounce, 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 bounce. Good. Knees bent. And we're going to slowly roll up. And we're going to slowly roll down. Slowly roll up. And slowly roll down. Again. Good. Roll back up. Feet apart. Arms go 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Let's take a balance. Stretch those legs. Good. Switch leg forward. Circle those ankles. Good. Other side, balance. Stretch that leg. Good. Now let it go. Bring that foot forward and circle those ankles. Really get those toes moving. Good. Hands on our hips. We're going to point our toe. Point it. Point. 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 Like a pony. Go faster. Point. 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 Good. Keep going. Point. 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 Good job. All right. We're going to try to balance again. Bring that knee up as high as you can. Good. Let it go. Other side. Knee up. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And let it go. Whew. Okay. I think we're ready to go. Shake out your leg. Good. Shake out your other leg. Shake out an arm. And shake out another arm. Shake everything out. And that is the end of our warm-up. Great job, everyone. Now that we're a little bit warmed up, I think we're ready to start dancing. So we're going to learn a dance called the Red River Jig. And the Red River Jig originates from a town in Manitoba that used to be called Red River. Now, there were some very prominent Métis communities that lived around Red River, and they loved to dance. And this is one of their favorite dances. So when we're learning the Red River Jig, what's kind of fun to remember is that this dance style is a blend. It's a mix between European dance styles and First Nation dance styles. So they've taken these two dances and they've put them together to make Métis dance. So the first part of our jig is called the basic step. So we return to this step time and time again throughout our dance. So it goes like this. We take 3 steps on the spot. 1, 2, 3. Why don't you give that a try? Ready, go. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. After our 3 stomps, we have to take our foot and we brush the ground with our foot. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, brush. Nice. Then we do 3 stomps again. 1, 2, 3. Try it with me. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3. Then we brush the other foot. Brush. I'm using this part of my foot. I call it the ball of my foot. Can you see where your ball of your foot is? Right here. Let's try brushing again. 1, 2, 3, brush. Awesome. So now we do that over and over again, about 7 times. Let's try it 2 times. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, brush. 1, 2, 3, brush. That is it. So that's pretty simple. But now what we have to do is speed it up. So let's try it again, but we're going to speed it up. Let's go together. 1, 2, 3, brush. 1, 2, 3, brush. 1, 2, 3, brush. 1, 2, 3, stop. How did you do? Did you do okay? Let's try it again. Ready? 5, 6, 7, go. 1, 2, 3, brush. 1, 2, 3, brush. 1, 2, 3, brush. 1, 2, 3, stop. Good job, everyone. Okay, now that we know our basic step, I think we have to add in a bit more personality and a bit more fun into this step. How do we do that? We are going to bend our knees and we're going to hop. See how, if you look at my feet, I am a bit on my toes. My heels pop off the ground. So when I do this step, I go 1, 2, 3, brush. 1, 2, 3, brush. 1, 2, 3, brush. 1, 2, 3, brush. So I'm bouncing a little bit, and my arms are swaying, and my body is swaying at the same time. Let's try it again. Let's do it 4 times. 5, 6, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, brush. 1, 2, 3, brush. 1, 2, 3, brush. 1, 2, 3, brush. Awesome. Great job. I think that's all we're going to do for the basic step. Now we're going to move on to what we call the fancy dance steps. The fancy steps are steps taken and inspired from our First Nations dance movement, as well as French and English reels and Scottish jigs, almost like Highland dancing. So it's a blend of those 2 dance styles. So the first one that we're going to learn is called the bunny step. So let's have our hands on our hips. Now what we're going to do is have our feet together, toes together, and heels together. From here, we're going to hop forward. Hop like a bunny. And then we're going to scooch back, and our feet are going to stay on the ground. We hop forward, and our feet come off the ground. Hop and scooch. Hop and scooch. Hop and scooch. Hop and scooch. Can we try it a bit faster? Ready, go. Hop, scooch, hop, scooch, hop, scooch, hop, scooch. Good job. This is called the bunny step. Now, we can also do the bunny step going corner to corner. And we want to go as fast as we can. Should we give it a try? let's see your bunny step as fast as you can go. Ready, go. Hop, scooch, hop, scooch, hop, scooch, hop, scooch, hop, scooch. Keep going. Even faster. Even faster. And stop. Great job, everybody. Now that we know one fancy dance step and one basic step, I'm going to show you the music. And we are going to try these steps one after the other. Our 1, 2, 3 brush, 1, 2, 3 brush, into our bunny step. All right, this song is called the Red River Jig. And this is why we dance to this music, is because there's variety. It comes back to the same type of sound, and then it goes off into a variety. So when the music comes to this part, we're gonna do our 1, 2, 3 brush. Try it with me. Now let's do the bunny. Can you go even faster? Even faster? Even faster? Good, let's go back to the basic step. Keep going. And stop. Great job, everybody. Those look amazing. Now that we've learned one fancy dance step, I think you're ready to learn 4 more. So I'm going to teach them sequentially, and then what we're going to do is when we try it with music, it'll go basic step, fancy step, basic step, fancy step, basic step, fancy step, and so on. So are you ready to learn another fancy dance step? Awesome. All right, do you remember what the name of the first fancy dance step was? It was after an animal called the bunny. Perfect. Now, this next one is one of my favorites, and it's named after another animal. This one's called the horse step because it sounds like a horse. So we're going to look down at our feet. Our feet are going to be flat on the ground, and our knees are going to be bent a little bit. When we do this, it's 3 steps in a row. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Can you try that with me? 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. Try it again. 1, 2, 3. Now try it again. 1, 2, 3. Try it again. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Now, the goal is to sound like a galloping horse. It'll kind of sound like this. Do you hear that? Do you want to try tapping your legs? Ready, go. Nice. Now we want to try and make that same noise with our feet. Hands on our hips. Let's give it a try. Let's sound like a horse. Go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Keep going. Can you go faster? Stop. Very good job. Another important part of this dance is we want to be able to hear you all the way here in the Mile Zero Dance Studio. So we need you to stomp really loud. Ready? Try it again. Are you stomping loud? Awesome. Okay, that's called the horse step. Now, the next step we're going to move on to is called the toe tap. The first fancy dance step was the bunny. Second fancy dance step was the horse. Third fancy dance step is the toe tap. Now, I like to think of this step like I am dipping my toe in a puddle of water to check the temperature. So I'm going to tap my toe in front of me, tap, and quickly switch, tap, and switch again, tap, and switch again, tap. Can we try that? Dipping our toes in the water right in front of us. Toe in and switch, and switch, and switch. Good job. Can we try it a little bit faster? Ready? Go. 1 and a switch, and a switch, and a switch. Let's keep going. Switch, and a switch, and a switch. Toe tap, switch, and a switch. 5 and 6, and end right there. Nice job. Now, The other direction that we can take our toe tap is side to side. Awesome. So we're going to go tap to the side and then switch tap to the other side. It's like there's pools of water and they're so cold. Aye! And you take your toe out and you check back over here. It's so cold. Now can we try it a little bit faster? Toe tap to the side. Switch side, switch side, switch side. A little bit faster. Ready, go. Switch and a switch and a switch and a switch. Switch and switch and switch and stop. Great job. Now do you think we can try going toe tap front and a front? Switch, side and a side. Switch, front and a front. Switch, side and a side. Let's give it a try a little bit faster. 5, 6, ready, go. To the front, front and a side and a side and a front and a front and a side and a side. Front and a front and a side and a side. One more time and right there. Woo! Great job, everybody. How are you doing? Good. Okay, fancy dance step number 1 was the bunny. Fancy dance step 2 was the horse. Fancy dance step 3 was our toe touch. The 4th fancy dance step is called the heel slap. So this one is one of my favorites. Everyone, can you take your hand, take your opposite heel, here's your heel, and you're going to give it a slap. Your hand is going to meet your heel and slap it in the front. Switch and slap it in the front. Try it again. Ready, go. Heel slap and slap and slap and slap. This one's pretty fun. Now again, we're going to try speeding it up a little bit more. Ready, go. 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and a 6 and 7 and a 8. Whew, that takes a lot of work. The goal is to try and get your heel as close up to your belly button as you can. And so your hand can hit it right in the middle of your body. Okay, if you want to keep going with just the hand heel slaps in front, that is great. But if you want a bit of a challenge, you can do a heel slap to the back. Opposite hand, opposite heel. Slap and switch and switch and switch. Woo! Can we try going to the back a little bit faster? Ready? Go! 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and a 6 and 7 and a 8. Whew! That's a little more challenging. Now for the biggest challenge of all, we're going to go 1 and a 2 to the front, then 1 and a 2 to the back. So 2 to the front and 2 to the back. Should we try it? Ready? Let's go. 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4. Should we do it again? Ready? Again. 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4. Nice job, everybody. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of work. Let's review what our fancy dance steps are. Bunny, horse, toe tap, heel slap. The next one I call the stomp. So the stomp is another really fun one. It's similar to the horse, but we're going to be moving forward and back. So we go stomp with a foot, and it's like we're walking on a balance beam. So it's like you're on a balance beam, and our foot goes stomp, and it scooches back. Stomp the other foot, scooch back. Stomp, scooch, stomp, scooch. Can you speed it up a little more? And hit, and scooch, stomp, scooch, stomp, scooch. Again, I'm using my full force of my foot to stomp on the ground. Let's try it again. And like I said before, you can move forward or back. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome job, everybody. Guess what? That was our last fancy dance step that we learned. we learned 5 fancy dance steps and 1 basic step. It's been a while since we have reviewed our basic steps, so why don't we go back in our brain, remind each other what that was. That was our 1, 2, 3 with a brush. 1, 2, 3, brush. 1, 2, 3, brush. 1, 2, 3, brush. 1, 2, 3, brush. Now with that step, what I love to do is move around the space while I'm doing that step. So you can travel this step throughout your house, around your living room, around your kitchen, or wherever you are dancing. So I might do a little circle around myself doing this basic step. Let's try it together. Ready? Let's go. 5, 6. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Did you travel around? I hope you did. Now, in between each step that we do, that's the basic step, we're going to add in our fancy dances. So we'll start again with our bunny. And then we'll go back to our basic step where we can move around. We can add arms if we want. And then we're going to go to our horse. Yes. And then we're going to go back to our basic step where we can move around. And then our third step was the toe tap, toe tap, toe tap, toe tap. Back to our basic step, basic step, basic step. And then our fourth step was our heel slap. Heel slap, heel slap, heel slap, heel slap. And then we do our basic step one more time. And then we do the last one that we learned, which was our stomp, slide, stomp, slide, stomp, slide, stomp, slide, stomp, slide. And you can move that one around too. You can come forward, you can move it back. Okay, so I think we're ready to try with music. So we're gonna get the music queued up and try it all together. Maybe you need a sip of water before we do this, so go ahead and have a sip before we try it all together. Okay, everyone, are we ready to do the Red River Jig? I am so ready. Let's turn on the music and try all the steps we've learned all together. Start by bouncing your knees. 1, 2, 3, brush, basic step. Basic step. Now we do our bunny. Get those feet moving. Keep them together. Good. Back to our basic step where we can move around. Good. Now we do the horse. Let me hear your feet. Good. Back to our basic step where we get to move around. Good. Now we do our toe points. Tap those toes in the water. Keep going. Now, back to our basic step where we get to move around. Good. Now we do our heel slaps. Good. Back to our basic step. Woo! Are you sweating yet? Good. Now we do our stomp. You can go even faster if you want. Good. One more time. We'll end off with a basic step. And we'll end right there. Whoa, well done, everyone. Give yourselves a round of applause. Great job. One of the fun things about this dance is it really gets your heart going and it really gets your body all warm. So awesome job. That was so much fun. Thank you so much for taking the time to learn the Red River Jig with me. I'd make sure to drink some water after you're dancing and make sure to stretch out your muscles. Once again, thanks so much for joining me here at Mile Zero Dance. See you later. Bye.